So, welcome all. This is the one-to-one with Matt's Big Dream channel from Indiana in the USA.
Hey, Keith, how are you?
All right,
Hey.
are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, good. So, I see that you've been out today on your on your walks in the parks that you do while you're dinner break.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. Where was it? Some Flowing Well Park today.
That's it, the Flowing Well Park. Yep, that's up on the north side of the city I live in.
Yeah. What's happened there? It's
yeah,
right.
it's a great place. People, my family actually, I have a family member in their 70s that have told me they've been going there since they were small, since they were a child, and getting fresh water from the well.
Oh,
it's a really cool place.
I can see it now, Matt. So it's all right. I've got it all set up, working properly. So,
all right.
How long have you been on YouTube with your channel?
With this channel, I started in 2011, and it was kind of my secondary channel at the time. Originally, I was just doing like personal stuff, like putting up pictures of the kids and into a little video and things like that, and just fun things for myself. And I still have that channel. I started that channel in 2008, so I've been on YouTube since 2008, but I've been doing Matt's Big Dream since about 2011.
What was your previous channel called then? Oh,
it was just yeah, I still have it, and I post stuff on there once in a while. Lately, I haven't done much at all on there. Usually what I do is I stick to things that are like copyrighted music and things like that. Things I'm not going to monetize, I will put on that channel. But it's just under my name, Matt Patton. But there's a few other Matt Pattons, so good luck.
I will search for it. I see we've got Mr. Tony Lee Glenn watching us tonight.
All right.
Matt's Drone Encounters, Fishy Comics is on. Drone Journey's watching, I believe, as well. So, Matt, can you tell us a bit about what you do with your GoPro on your channel? Because you've had the GoPro longer than you've had the drone, I believe.
Yeah, I definitely had the GoPro a little longer. And you know, it's GoPro really I consider just one of my tools. I don't use it all the time, but I like to use it a lot. I can get some really good stuff out of the GoPro, I think. But I got my first GoPro when the Hero 3 came out, so I wasn't one of the first ones on the bandwagon. My brother had one of the earlier ones, and I had me a little waterproof camcorder, but at the time I really couldn't afford a GoPro. But since then I realized that firmware 2.0 is out, Matt. What is that? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments from Fishy Comics there. He was commenting. But yeah, you know, I've realized how important they are, and I've realized how much they're worth it. And so I've got 3 now. And I've got the Karma grip, and I love the GoPro. It definitely gives you an angle that is different than a lot of other cameras. So I try to mix it in with other stuff. And
do you get a lot of people saying remarks to you when you go about doing your daily walks, your daily vlogs in these parks? Because I mean, I see you've got your GoPro attached to your strap of your drone pack now.
Not a lot, really. I used to, and if I do now, it's a more of a positive thing. Like somebody will go, "Oh, cool, you got the GoPro." They recognize it, or they wonder what it is, and they like it, and they're interested and want me to tell them about it or whatever. I know when I first really started getting into vlogging and really putting out a lot of videos, going out in public a lot and filming, you know, it wasn't as common for people to do that kind of stuff, and so I'd really stand out, and I'd get a lot of stares, or people would try to hide from the camera and things like that. But I think the fact that it is so common, and I think about the same thing with the drones, it's really it's beneficial because people are kind of desensitized to it. You know, oh, it's a common thing. Oh, it's another guy with a camera. No big deal.
Because I see that on your channel, you know, you got into vlogging a lot more than what you used to do.
Absolutely.
And just recently, you've got into live streaming like myself. So, what do you think to the live streaming aspect?
I love it. I love it. You know, I really got hooked on it back when Tony Lee Glynn started doing it a lot with Rich, when Rich Cove came over from the UK, came to the States to visit him. And it was really neat. They would put out vlogs and things and kind of updates on what they were doing. And in between, they would do these live streams. And it was so cool to really follow this meeting of two worlds, and Tony Lee Glynn and Rich Cove, and to be kind of part of that. And I know I wasn't the only one that was joining in all those live streams and talking to him and asking him questions and asking Rich what he thought about this and Tony what he thought about that. And it was just kind of cool to be, you know, so far away, but live and part of a cool experience. So, you know, I got hooked on it then.
Yeah, so did I, because I mean, I was in on that original one with Tony and Rich when Rich was over in the States, and I see that he's over in the States from tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, real soon. I don't know what day it is, but yeah, I know this coming week he's going to be in Florida.
Yeah. But is he going to try and meet up with Tony? Yeah, do you know?
I think so. I'm not. You'd have to ask them that. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them two together again. For him to come this far and to not see his second half of the dynamic duo, as I call them, you know, would be a shame.
Yeah, it would be. I know I was on with you on the other night on the All Women's channel, the Face Mask with Random Live Productions.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think to their live stream?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Those gals, they're hilarious. You know, they're really laid back and just having fun, and it's real life. You know, they're not trying to put on a show at all. They're just trying to have a little fun and chat, and it's fun to you know, join in that with the other commenters on the chat box and to kind of experience a little real life from different parts of the world and different people that you would never meet in your own little world, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I like about this live streaming, you know, because I mean, I do it 2 or 3 times a week, don't I now?
Yeah.
I mean, I do the one-to-one.
You see, Tony commented, Rich and I are going to connect next week. So they're going to hook up. Hopefully we'll get to see some video of them two together again. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope they do a live stream as well when they're out there together, because it'll be cool.
Oh, looks like I froze up.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you're still there, but I'm frozen.
In camp at Random Life, Broadstone. Hi, Ben. Matt, Rich and I are going to. Oh, he's coming back on. Are you back on, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I lost connection somehow, but it just froze up on me.
Yeah, I was looking at mine because I have a lot of problems with my internet. Keeps on going off.
Well, we've got a lot of storms rolling through our area right now. Just getting started. It's going to be a rough evening for thunderstorms, so it may be kicking out the internet connection or something.
Yeah. What type were you with on your internet connection in the States? What
is it?
Which internet provider are you with in the States?
Unfortunately, AT&T. We got a good deal on it, and we're about running out of good reasons to keep it. But it's not the fastest internet in the world. It's very reliable. I like the fact that it usually doesn't go in and out on me. I've had other internet providers, even some of the major ones, cable companies and stuff, that it's so unreliable, and it's frustrating when you can't get on when you want to get on, especially with live streams and stuff. But the speeds are really bad. I'd say that the download speeds are pretty average, but the upload speeds when I'm uploading videos and things is just horrible. It takes hours, it seems like, for some things. So I'm hoping to switch soon.
I won't tell you what I get download speed and what my upload speed is. On my provider, I get 218 download speed, meg, and my upload speed is between 15 and 20 meg. So for that, like me review show, the drone review show this week was about 14 minutes. It took 15 minutes to upload to YouTube. So, but then it takes another 15 minutes to process.
Yeah.
And
hey, you're doing good.
I mean, it's like these one-to-ones. I've noticed that when I finish them, to go on YouTube to see it in the 720 takes about 10 minutes processing time. So,
Yeah.
how are you going to develop your channel? You know, are you going to do more than the one live stream, which you started episode 1 last Friday, which I thought was a very good title?
I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely am going to do more live streaming, but I think I'm going to look at it more like, you know, my Friday episodes are always going to be a live thing, a live fun event where I'm bringing in other YouTubers and stuff, and just very casual, just having fun, and hopefully people can join in and have some fun with us. But I'm sure there's going to be other times where I'm not going to be able to get a vlog done every day because I'm trying to do them every day. And so I'm looking at live streaming from my phone in the field and things like that as like a backup to that. So if I can't get a vlog and I want to get something out that day, maybe I'll go live. And I'm sure there's going to be other special things that come along where I'll want to do a live, maybe a one-to-one like this or something that's not necessarily fit the format of my Friday episodes.
Yeah. So, are you going to be dressed up every Friday like you was last Friday? Because I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, no, I don't think I will. I want to keep it casual. I thought it would be cool too. And really that was just a fluke thing where I was trying on the suit that evening, wanted to make sure everything fit right. And I said, you know, I got this live stream coming up here in about an hour. I'm going to keep this thing on and make the first episode, you know, a little special. But yeah, no, I want it to be a little more laid back, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable by wearing a suit like it's some kind of professional thing, because it's really not.
Yeah. Matt, did you want to answer Tony's question?
What was his question? I missed it.
Just wondering if Matt loves or hates that UNC won the championship, still celebrating here in North Carolina.
I
don't know what that means. So,
University of North Carolina won the big dance, and that's exciting for you. That's exciting for North Carolina. I don't get into college sports too much, and so I don't have a. I mean, of course, I have my favorite teams as far as my local stuff. The Indiana Hoosiers are our big team in Indiana. We have a few good ones here, but you know, people. I don't know if you know this, but people from Indiana are called Hoosiers. Have you ever heard that before?
I've never heard that.
It's a term that you know, like you would call somebody from Africa an African, or somebody from America an American. Well, Indiana people for some reason are called Hoosiers, and there's a lot of debate on where that came from, and there's no definitive answer, but it started long before, probably before my grandparents were born. But so the fact that the team is named the Hoosiers, you know, a lot of natives cling to that and wear shirts that say Hoosiers and things, even if they don't like college. But you know, I'm a little indifferent to who wins. Honestly, I don't get into it enough. I do like the fact that Michael Jordan played North Carolina, and he was you know, my hero when I was growing up. I'm big into basketball, but I definitely like the NBA a little better. I don't follow college too much.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I've seen the NBA. You know, that's why I didn't know what that was. So it's university.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who's your daddy? That's probably, you know, that's one of the rumors of where it came from was, you know, people would ask people from Indiana a long time ago, who's your daddy? Who's your granddaddy? You know, to find out who they were, where they're from, and so who's your kind of stuff. But I'm not sure if that's really where it came from.
It's funny because I follow a channel called Who's Your Tim's Travel.
Yeah, I follow him too. That guy, he's from here, and he's done some travel videos where he's come back home. He's talked about coming back home, and he came to Indiana and visited some little towns and did some things. He's got some really good stuff. But one thing I want to say about him is it surprises me how many viewers and subscribers he gets, because his videos are very long. His clips are very long. It's easy to get bored. And I don't, because I love traveling. I really want to see the places, and maybe that's what everybody else is thinking too. But he definitely doesn't follow the modern format of keeping things short and things like that, like I try to do. And he still hits it big.
Big, yeah, because I followed him started following him about 6-7 years ago, and most of his videos are an hour and a half, 90 minutes to 2 hours long of his travels.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when one that I watched, he owned the fried chicken place, the one with the buffet in.
KFC.
KFC, yeah. And we don't have anything like that over here. You know, we have KFC, but we don't have the KFC buffet.
Well, yeah, the buffet is pretty rare here too now. So like if you travel and you know where a KFC buffet is, like we found one in like Tennessee when we was traveling across the country, we'd stop there because they're rare now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's KFCs everywhere, but they don't have the buffet anymore. Tony's asking you, Keith, do you ever come to the U.S.?
Do I ever come to the US? I've been to the US, Tony, 25 times. I first started in 1990. We flew into New Orleans and drove round to Key West. I've been nearly all the way down the West Coast. I've done from New York to Florida, and I've done Canada, Lake Louise and Banff National Park. I then drove down through Canada, down into the first state. I can't remember what it is. What's the first state when you come out of Canada near, you know, out of Banff area, and you come straight into it?
Washington? Are you talking about West Coast?
No, it's in the middle.
Oh,
Great Falls is in the state.
Oh, Iowa.
Is it?
Is that it?
I just can't remember.
Were you talking about the Niagara Falls?
No, we went to Banff National Park and then drove back down into the States, and we visited a place called the Great Falls, but I can't remember.
Is it Montana?
Montana, yeah. And I drove.
Tony guessed it.
Yeah, I drove from miles to get from one place to the other. It seemed about, what, 5 or 6 hours? I thought, so if you went shopping there, you know, it's a day out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like that out there. I know, and that's the area I would consider the Midwest. It's a little more Western, but in the middle. They call where I'm at the Midwest, but we're more Mid-East. But I have actually driven from here to Colorado, and Colorado is straight west from me, almost due west from me. And you have to go through the state of Kansas, and Kansas is long and thin, short and long and thin, and you have to go through the long way. And I swear it was a full day of driving in Kansas with nothing for hours, just fields. Most boring drive ever.
But I'd love to come back to the States, but my partner, she's 80, and we was pricing it up to come for one more last time, and it was £1,500, which is about $1,300 insurance on top of the flight and the car and everything like that. Because normally when I come to the States, I just fly in, hire a car, and just drive and stop at Motel 6 or all the big chains, because you've got that many over there that you can do a thing like that, and it's fairly reasonable, your motel prices. Because it's like going to Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas 8 times, and I've always stopped at the Travel, I think it's the Travel Lodge, virtually opposite New York, just a bit up from there. And normally it's cost me about £35, $40 a room. And if you book it longer, you get it cheaper. And then I say I'm in the is it the AAA?
Yep.
For pensioners, because I never asked to see a card or any identification. I go, oh, I'm a AAA member, so of course then you get discount then, and it's like eating out, isn't it? It's the Denny's or well, one of the chains. You know, I always used to like the what did I call it? Like a country eating place. It's a well-known chain over there. I can't remember. But you know, as I say, I've been over to the States 25 times, but I've never actually done your state. I've done Chicago, Philly, all up the top, but I've done Seattle, but I've never done the middle part, Kentucky, your place, Idaho, Colorado. Never been to Colorado.
Oh wow! Yeah, Tony's guessing Cracker Barrel. Was that the country place?
Yeah,
or I was going to say, was it?
Yeah.
I was going to say Bob Evans. Bob Evans is a real popular country place here too.
I've never been in Bob Evans. I've always been in the Cracker Barrel. Drone Journey's just said, my question is, what is your love for the GoPro?
Convenience and versatility. You could do a lot different things with them, and they're so convenient. And like I said, I don't use them all the time. Like today's vlog, I'll be honest, the very, very last clip in today's vlog, with kind of the funny part after my outro, that was shot with the GoPro. It's a quick 10-second, 8-second clip. Everything else was, I didn't use a GoPro at all. And because it wasn't convenient today, because it was a rainy day and I was dodging rain. I managed to stay out of it, but I was worried about it. And that GoPro Karma grip can't get wet. And with the Hero 4 in it, there's no case on it, so it's bare and it can't get wet. So I just didn't want to get it wet. And I got great shots with my Galaxy S7. Now, it wasn't as stable. You know, I like the smooth shots, and there's some shots where I was walking around that it's real shaky and it kind of bugs me a little bit, but it got the job done. So really, you know, I look at it like I want something that's the best I can get it, but still get the job done conveniently. I'm not going to lug around a bunch of equipment stuff. There's many cameras I'd love to have before I would, you know, get another GoPro or something like that, but they're not as convenient.
So we did mention on one of the chats that we did about what Fish has got. The what is it? The what YI?
Yeah, the Yi, and Random Life Production just mentioned it. The new Yi 4K Plus is out. Oh, I didn't know it was a Plus that was out. 60 frames a second in 4K. That's fantastic. Now Fish got me looking at the Yi 4K, and he showed me a video of it. Made a little video for me, actually. It was very nice of him, so I can see what the 4K looked like, and it's fantastic. So if I buy another action camera, I'm gonna look at those first before right now I'm stocked up on GoPro, so I don't really need another little small action camera. But eventually, if I do, I looked at the Yis before the 4K came out, and I just wasn't that impressed. They weren't quite there yet, but they definitely are now. They call it the GoPro killer, and I believe it. It's going to kill the GoPro. $200 for a 4K camera. It looks great.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. I say Random Life Productions. Yeah, she just mentioned it. I'm trying to read like you are, as well as I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a bit more? Because in previous conversations I've had with you, you've mentioned that Ria, your daughter, has got a channel as well. So do you want to tell us a bit more about Ria's channel as well, Matt?
Yeah, and she's here around here somewhere. Get Ria. Tell her to come in here.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, hey.
Well, we love you too, babe. The wife. And she could tell you a little bit more. But yeah, she's my one kid that wants to be just like Daddy. You know, I have 3 girls, and she's the one that is my little protege, and I love it. I'm proud of her for it. I mean, in many ways, since she was a baby, my family has called her MJ, which stands for Matt Jr., because she's been since she was born, she's been so much like me, and it's never changed. So she thinks like I do and things like that, and she's interested in making videos. He was just asking, I know she can't hear you because I got the headphones on, but he was just asking about your channel. You're gonna put some more videos out soon?
Yeah, soon. I'm thinking about spying on Jasmine.
You think about spying on Jasmine?
Yeah.
You think that'll be a good video?
Yeah.
Jasmine's her sister. So she's mulling over ideas for her next video, but she hasn't put nothing out in a little while. It's not as easy for her as it is for me and I really need to work harder to take the time out to keep walking her through it. I'm teaching her Premiere Pro. In her last video, she actually did by herself, and I sat by her and kind of gave her tips on and helping her find things that she couldn't remember where they were and stuff. But the editing was all her. You know, I wanted to look like this, I wanted to go to this, or whatever. And so she's definitely getting good at it. But it's keeping her motivated on finding things to make a video about and to go out and do it. You know, we talk about it a lot, but you know, getting something out there is not easy for a kid.
No. Have they got Easter time off then in your country, Matt?
Well, they had a spring break and they just came back from that. So this week is their first week back at school from after being 2 weeks off. They will get Easter weekend. And do you guys get Monday off after Easter?
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe a day off or something, but yeah, pretty normal schedule for Easter.
Daddy, today I took a spelling test and has none of them. There's 36 words.
You had 36 words on your spelling test?
Yes.
And you got them all right, 100%?
Yes.
She's brilliant.
Very good. So are you taking them?
Take another one because this week we make our own spelling test, so I need to take another one because I need 10 ones I missed to go on my spelling list.
Well, you asking if I was taking them fishing, is that what you said?
Yeah, this summer again, like you did last summer.
Oh, I'm sure we will a lot this year. They really got hooked on it last year, and they've been bugging me already probably since a couple months ago when it was still cold out, and they were just, you know, it wasn't freezing, but it was getting up to the 40s, and they're going, "Can we go fishing now? Is it time? Can we go fishing?" So they've been bugging me. You can't wait to go fishing, huh?
Right. I was the one who touched the fish the most.
She touched the fish the most. She's not scared.
Yeah, I know. I see that. I bet she'd touch a snake, the snakes and everything if she saw any in your part of the world.
He says he bet you'll touch a snake.
No.
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 That's too far, the snakes.
Yeah. Okay then, Matt.
I'll touch a worm though.
Well, we froze up again.
Like fresh or saltwater fishing. I think fish that they go freshwater fishing.
Yep. Oh, you're freezing up again. We just got a bad connection, I think.
And for your comments. And we'll see you on the next. Oh, Matt's back. He's back, so we're all right.
Sorry.
That's all right. You can't help it if it freezes up. It's the weather outside, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it must affect it because it's the first time this has ever happened while I've been on with you. Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm worried now though with my Friday, episodes. If I'm the leader and I freeze up, I wonder if it'll stop the whole live stream.
Yeah, I've never come across that problem. So you've just got to go ahead with your live streams, Matt. And
Yep.
I always say that now I know that you can invite before the stream actually starts. You can get it all set up beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
And then that helps out because you can have a pre-broadcast to what you're going to talk about. But you always get somebody on who will help the conversation to run smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like Bennett Broadströms. He's brilliant. He's very relaxed in front of the camera. He's like yourself because you're a natural in front of the camera.
I appreciate it. I wasn't always like this. It's just been YouTubing for so long.
Yeah. Well, I hope I am getting better, but I still get a bit tongue-tied occasionally. I'm always thinking, what can I ask about? And it's like I watch Random Life Productions quite a bit, and she looks very natural in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And Tony Lee Glenn does. He's very, very relaxed. It's like
Right.
Rich. It's like Rich Cove. He's very relaxed in front of a camera as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys, you feel like you're getting to know them on a personal level because they're just like, it's almost like they're talking to a friend rather than a camera, you know?
Yeah, it's like you talking to you, just like I'm talking to a friend. It's like you're in the same room as me, which you are.
Yeah. You've gotten there too.
Yeah,
You're great at doing these live streams too. You do always have great questions and things like that. There's never a dull moment where you're wondering what to say next, you know?
Yeah, it's just that I am trying to get different one-to-ones with different people because I don't just want my channel to be about drones, which it never has been just about drones. It's been about wildlife, going for walks now, vlogging. I don't want to vlog every day because I think listening to Granny Monster the other night on Air Live broadcast, or was it Monica, who said, it was Monica on Ladies Night, wasn't it, on Random Productions, that you can put too many videos out and you can lose subscribers, and you can put too few out. So you've got to get you've got to get the quality, ain't you, really?
Yeah, what she was saying was it can be a burden on your viewers and yourself. If you're getting burned out, people will notice it in your videos. People will see that you're giving less effort because you're getting burned out or whatever. So, yeah, I get it. When I do the same thing, I try to do these daily vlogs. I've done it before. And when I start to get burned out or they start to get less fun to me, I slow down. I just start doing a video once a week or once every couple weeks or something. And when I really feel like, hey, let's do this again, let's go for another ride, you know, I start trying to do them every day. So I can't promise I'll do them every day forever, but for the foreseeable future, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, really? It's about having fun, enjoying the hobby, because people like me, you know, I'm not in it to make money. I never have been. It's been, I want to produce content that other people will look at. And, you know, because I'm always looking at the analytics, I look and I think it's the same people who make comments on my videos. And, you know, I'm now up to over 500 subscribers, but only about 5% of my subscribers comment on my videos. So, do they all watch it? I don't know. But the 5% that have stuck with me, they must like my content.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I get about 98% of my views from unsubscribed viewers.
Yeah.
So even though I have over 1,000 subscribers, 98% of my views comes from random people. And a lot of times, and it just depends on what kind of videos I'm making at the time, but right now, it seems like a lot of people that are randomly finding me that aren't subscribers are commenting, are subscribing, and I see kind of an uptick in that and engagement, positive engagement, where, you know, people are sticking around and they'll watch the next day, like, oh, I found you yesterday because I live that area, but now I'm going to watch you in this other area because I liked that video. So, yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question real quick. How many videos do you have uploaded to your YouTube channel? Do you know?
Just over 300.
Just that's right where I'm at too. Just a little over 300. Yeah. And I thought, because I was thinking, always thought it would be a cool milestone to hit the 365, because it would be like my great grandchildren, if they have this archive when I'm long gone, could spend a year watching a different video every day from me. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's a good idea. You know, because I mean, I've got about 50 videos on DVDs of my holidays to the States and other, you know, because I started filming with a video camera in 1988. So I've got footage going back all that time on DVD. It was on VHS. I uploaded it, upgraded it to DVDs, and now I'm trying to get time to put, you know, to put them on the computer, re-edit them, and put them up to YouTube. And another project that I'm working at now, because I'm the age that I am, I'm 67, I am trying to do my life story, where I was born in Grimsby, Cleethorpes, the school that I went to, a few other jobs that I've had. But it's an ongoing project, because it's, as you say, then you can leave something that's hopefully YouTube's going to be around long after I've gone, and so my grandchildren and my great grandchildren can watch them anytime they want to. Because it's like all the DVDs and Blu-rays I've got. I never use the Blu-ray now. I never get the DVDs out, but I'll sit hours watching YouTube videos that people put up.
Yeah.
Which I think people, what is it? The 50% in it watch YouTube at least once a week now. That's the I was reading somewhere that was 52% of the population of the world watch YouTube videos at least once a week.
Wow. It doesn't surprise me too much, though. It's a big thing.
Yeah, and there's more people now, and like businesses, there's more businesses and there's more people getting into the live stream. But Keith and his live story, yeah, it would be interesting when I get round to finishing it and doing it. Sorry about that, Matt. As I was saying, there's more and more people doing live streams and businesses.
Yeah. Would you want to say something?
No, this doesn't have an SD card in it.
All right. Well, I'm on a live stream right now. Okay. She wants me to help her with her GoPro. After the live stream, I'm gonna give her a hand.
Yeah, I like that comment Steve Dickens just made. On YouTube, you watch what you want and when you want. TV is so old-fashioned. Yes, fully agree with that.
Yeah, but TV's trying to catch up. They're realizing that this model works better. And so you think about things like Netflix and even some of these major networks that are creating a Netflix type platform. It's coming. I mean, there's going to be a lot of competitors to YouTube coming soon. But, I would like to see YouTube go the way of Netflix, where Netflix is producing their own material and things. They're paying their TV shows that get canceled on regular television. Netflix will pick them up and say, "Come produce for us, and we'll keep your show going." And there's so many Netflix. I don't know if you watch Netflix, but there's so many Netflix original series that were great series, but just didn't quite make it on the 5 major networks.
Yeah.
And now they're thriving in this other world where people can watch whenever they want rather than primetime television. And that's where it's at. If YouTube did that too, where they paid some of these creators to create content exclusively for YouTube, where you'd have to, same with Netflix, where you'd have to go there to see it, but you could go anytime you want, watch whatever you want. I think it's a good platform.
Yes, so do I, but, I'd love to get into collaboration with other YouTubers, not
For
just
sure.
Because did you watch that film that was made from the YouTubers all over the world, a 24-hour day? I forget what they call the film now.
No, I'll have to check that out.
That was brilliant. My memory's not so good at my age, so you'll have to forgive me. Yeah, it was all about a particular filmmaker asked for all YouTube videos of your daily lives, and that much was sent in. He made a feature film of a day in a life. Yeah, a day in a life, innit? Yeah, that's what it's called.
I think I've heard of that. I'll have to check that out. I never watched it.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, I'd love to do that myself with my fellow YouTubers who are in my circle, because
me too.
There's people from all over the world in my circle. Japan, China, most of the places in Europe. I've got quite a lot of people in the States, quite a lot of people in the UK, Iceland, Austria, and we could do from getting up in the morning till last thing at night, and then we all put the footage together. And the idea I had was, how about doing it? We all get the same footage, and then we see you edit it in the style that you want to edit in. And
I like that.
See what the finished project is. So that, like, you would get all the footage, I'd get all the footage. You would edit it your way, I would edit it my way, and so forth. So
I like that.
So if anyone wants to further that idea in my subscriber circle or your subscriber circle, let's get together and work something out.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. I had this idea. I've always thought, you know, it would probably be a good sustainable channel if somebody could afford to start it. And I know I couldn't, at least not, you know, where I'm at now. But if somebody could start a channel where they could afford to travel all the time, and just constant every day meet up with a different YouTuber all over the world, and just you could go years probably just doing that, and the subscribers and viewers you would pick up doing that every day with different person, and they're picking yours up as well. You're highlighting them and they're highlighting you. If you could do that every day and just constantly travel, you'd live the life where you just travel in the world meeting people. I mean, that would be the perfect you know, format for me. I would love to do something like that.
But how could you get away with that with a family though, Matt?
So I'd bring them. I'd get an RV or a big tour bus.
Yeah.
And maybe one of these future ones that go on water too. So I
Brilliant idea. But
it'd be a Google one that could drive itself. It wouldn't even need a driver.
But when you look, you've got channels out there that are doing similar things, like Fun for Lewis. I don't know whether you watch his channel, do you?
No, I haven't seen that.
He's a travel vlogger, goes all over the world, 35 countries he went to last year. He's from the UK, but he spends a lot of time in with Sawyer Hartman. I don't know whether you watch his channel. He's another well-known vlogger with millions of subscribers from the States. And this year he's doing a 3-month flying around in a light aircraft around the world. And he's got a Patriots page where you can donate. And at the end of it, if you donate, he's having a big meetup in the Nevada desert, I think he said, in the middle of November, with those who have helped him to get round. But I mean, he's got Sony backing him, he's got other TV channels backing him, but he still needs the money to buy the gear.
Wow.
He's been to B&H. He was at B&H earlier on in the week, and they're going to supply him with some gear, you know. So when you look at it, the logistics of it, because he's trying to get a team together who, you know, who are going to help, and he wants to meet up with fellow YouTubers around the world as well.
Wow.
Yes, James K. Sawyer Hartman is in Australia at the moment. He's just put a vlog up tonight, which I've got to watch. Yeah, so they're two channels. If you don't know, they are really worth watching.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, because they give you some brilliant ideas for fellow creators to do. And his drone footage, because he's been to Hawaii, he's been to Bali, Indonesia, you know, he's been all over. Absolutely brilliant. South Africa, he's where is he now? I can't remember now. But he runs a company built a company up as well called Live the Adventure, which is on Facebook.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. And he just bought a bus back from Mexico. You know, one of your school buses.
One of our what?
You know, your school bus type of thing, the real long yellow ones.
Yeah, he converted it.
Yeah.
I have seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, really worth going over to his channel and subscribing. You know, he's got about 1 million, 2 million subscribers, but I would recommend it. Very entertaining.
Wow.
So, Matt, it must be nearly your tea time.
Yep.
So, I appreciate you doing this one-to-one with me. And
I appreciate you having me.
Well, I've enjoyed it. I always do, because it's very interesting. You're my brother in the YouTube world. I'd do anything for you. You're quite welcome to come here anytime. And hopefully I might get over to see you in Indiana.
That'd be great. That'd be great. You're welcome.
Yeah. So say thank you to the wife and the children for putting up with me for 43 minutes. And I look forward to joining your live stream on Friday. And what's the name of it again?
It live from the roster room. Well, I've been calling it Friday Night Live because they've got the show the Saturday Night Live, and they call it SNL for short. So I thought it was funny to call this FNL.
And what time will you be starting the stream?
Every week's probably gonna be a little bit different because it really depends on the schedule of myself and my wife and whoever I'm bringing on. But this week, I'm probably going to be 5 or 6 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard Time.
Which is if it's at 5 p.m., it's 10 p.m. here. If it's at 6,
which I will let people know. I'll let you guys know, and I'll post it on Facebook and probably on YouTube. I'll probably talk about it before then exactly what time. I want to make sure people know. So I don't want to. I want to be able to be flexible with it, but I don't want people to wonder if is he going to be on, whatever. So
yeah. Okay then, Matt. So have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Friday night. And thank you all for joining in, all the watchers and all the comments I've had. Just got to say good night to Fishy Comics, James K, Random Life Productions, Ben. I'll try and remember all who was on, because you don't get the comments on, do you, later on? I try to remember all the channels so I can put them in the comments at the bottom. And I just let you know that I'm doing your channel on Friday, on the Friday review show.
All right. I look forward to it. It's been great. Thanks for chatting.
Thanks a lot then. Bye then.
Bye.